So in this video, I'm going to talk about the two functionalities that I missed out in the previous videos of strings where I talked about the upper and the lower methods. So hey guys, this is Vishwit. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's get started. So first of all, I'll show you what the functions are, okay? And then I'll show you the functionality, okay? So the first function is lower and the second function is upper. Okay, let me show you the upper one first, then I'll show you the lower one. So it's very simple. By reading the name of the functions, it will be very clear, but still, I'll show you. So what is upper is going to do? It's going to check whether all the strings is all of it is in uppercase or not. Okay, so let's take a small scenario, maybe Bob. Okay, dot is upper, okay, and it returns true and false. Okay, it returns true and false. So if I do Bob is upper, it is going to give true, which is there. It's simple, right? And if I do Bob, bob dot is upper, is going to give us false. Pretty simple, right? So is upper function checks whether all of our letters are in uppercase or not. Likewise, for example, if I have b small o small b dot is upper, if I do shift enter, what we are going to get? We are going to get false, because we have B as caps, but the remaining letters are small, right? So if there is one small letter, it's going to give us false. So let's verify that. For example, I have a, and here I have small z, a. Okay, fine, simple. If I do is upper, is going to give us false. Okay, because we have a one single letter z present. Now, the complexity starts. Let's suppose, if I don't give anything, if I do is upper, what's going to happen, right? So even I was a little bit confused what would happen, but I knew little bit, so I thought, okay, it must give me false because there is nothing. Okay, so false. Okay, it's pretty simple. Now, what would happen if I give question mark dot is upper? Okay, now even I don't know the answer to this. Okay, even it just came up in my mind. Okay, what happened if I give question mark dot is upper? Okay, what would happen? False or true? Uh, my guess will be false. Let's see. False. Okay, excellent. I did not know the answer to this. Trust me, I did not know that answer to this. So likewise, if I do plus dot is upper, false. Okay. If I do space dot is upper, what happens? Is upper, false. Fine, pretty simple. Now you might say, okay, why we are checking with nothing, question mark plus space? Because we can check with anything we want. Maybe we can check with numbers. Okay, one dot is upper. Oh, okay. Remove this. False. Okay, pretty simple, right? So I mean, why I'm putting this check? Just to show you that what would be the value of anything which is not a character, right? Not a alphabet, I should say. Fine. So we got false for each of the scenario, and we got true when everything is in caps. Pretty simple, right? Now, likewise, we can do for lowercase letters, right? So maybe I'll get some screen. Okay, if you don't know how I am getting more cells over here, so these are called as cells in Jupyter Notebook. So if you don't know how I'm getting the cells, I have made a video on how to use Jupyter Notebook. I highly recommend you to check that out. Okay. So now the same thing. I'll take the same input. Okay, I'll take the same input. Maybe Bob. Okay, let me type it out. Bob dot is lower. What would happen? False, because you know there is no lowercase letters. If I do Bob dot is lower, that should be true. It's true. Likewise, if I do nothing, I mean empty string, the dot is lower. It should give me false. It's false. With number is lower, false. With space is lower, false, right? So why I am showing this? Because as I said, we can, but there is another reason. So like for example, if you are working with strings, you might encounter apart from letters, there could be symbols, there could be numbers. Okay, so what might happen if there are symbols, there are numbers? Okay, whether it will be true or false. Okay, based upon that you can write your own conditions. Okay, so this is what it will return. You can use it the way you like it. Even I might show you few scenarios on where we will be using this is lower or use upper. Okay, so I don't use it much, but let's create a small scenario. I don't know why PNR is coming in my mind. Okay, let's take an example of a PNR number. Okay, so PNR number, if you know, it's a number that it's a unique number that is given to us when we book a flight ticket, right? So let's suppose we get a PNR number, fine, and we want to capitalize the all the values inside the PNR number. So if you check carefully when you book a flight ticket, you get the PNR number all in caps, right? Now we want to check, just put a check whether the PNR number is in capital letter or small letter, just a check, right? So maybe the PNR number is INGD 9922998801. Okay, fine. Now if I do PNR dot is upper, what do you think we should get? Even I am not very sure what we should get, but I believe it should be true. Okay, let's see. It is true. Fine. Because all the letters inside our PNR is in caps. Okay. So like this checks we can put. So PNR dot is lower. It's false because, as I said, all the letters are in caps. So like this checks we can put. Fine. Maybe for example, we get some PNR number like this. Instead of capital letters, we get maybe some bunch of numbers over here. Okay, something like this. Okay, now I want to check whether this PNR number is valid or invalid. Okay, so if my PNR number are all in caps, it is a valid PNR number, else it is not. So I can just put a check if PNR dot is upper. Let's suppose if it is upper, I'll print that. Let's make it simple. I'll print this as valid PNR. Else I will print this as invalid PNR. Pretty simple, right? So if I just do it, it's saying the PNR number is invalid because we entered everything in small, right? Now, if we give everything in caps, okay. Now, how can we make everything in caps? Okay, I mean, we can make it over here like dot upper. Okay, so if I do like that, now it says it's a valid PNR number because now PNR number is converted. Everything is converted into uppercase, right? or let me type it out. This should be capital I, this should be capital N, this should be capital G, capital G, capital W. Now everything is in uppercase, right? So if I just do shift and enter, it's showing valid PNN number. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward, right? So these are few of the cases where you can use this particular checks to do it. Okay, I really don't use it that much. I have never faced any situations, or I have faced very less situations where I am using this particular functionality, that I don't remember it that much. But yeah, this is something good to know. You can do it. So why not? So that's all for this video. I will put the uppercase part. This is the video, the previous video where I showed the uppercase and the lowercase, and I will put this is lower and is upper method in this one particular Julia notebook file, and I will share this file in the description below. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, do press that like button, and I'll see you in an awesome upcoming program.